Starting off today strong with some Dracula Daily. I think I'll do this every time there's a Dracula Daily update, and I also stream. So, May 9th, introducing Mina Murray, who has some neat Transylvanian recipes coming her way. Letter from Miss Mina Murray to Miss Lucy Westenra. My dearest Lucy, forgive my long delay in writing, but I have been simply overwhelmed with work. The life of an assistant school mistress is sometimes trying. I am longing to be with you and by the sea, where we can talk together freely and build our castles in the air. I have been working very hard lately, because I want to keep up with Jonathan's studies, and I have been practicing shorthand very assiduously? Assiduously? Mina! Alright, I Google assiduously. Actively, busily, alright. When we're married, I shall be able to be useful to Jonathan, and if I can stenograph well enough, I can take down what he wants to say in this way and write it out for him on the typewriter, at which also I am practicing very hard. Oh my god, English is very good in 1897. He and I sometimes write letters in shorthand, and he is keeping a stenographic journal of his travels abroad. When I am with you, I shall keep a diary in the same way. I don't mean one of those 2 pages to the week with Sundays squeezed in a corner diaries, but a sort of journal which I can write in whenever I feel inclined. I do not suppose there will be much of interest to other people, but it is not intended for them. Mina. So many people are hanging on your every word here. I may show it to Jonathan someday if there is in it anything worth sharing, but it is really an exercise book. I shall try to do what I see lady journalists do, interviewing and writing descriptions and trying to remember conversations. I am told that with a little practice one can remember all that goes on or that one hears said during a day. However, we shall see. I will tell you of my little plans when we meet. I lost it! I have just had a few hurried lines from Jonathan from Transylvania. He is well, and will be returning in about a week. I am longing to hear all his news. It must be so nice to see strange countries. I wonder if Jonathan and I, shall ever see them together. There is the 10 o'clock bell ringing. Goodbye, your loving Mina. Tell me all the news when you write. You have not told me anything for a long time. I hear rumors, and especially of a tall, handsome, curly-haired man. Ooh, give us the deets, Lucy! May 11th, today we meet Lucy Westenra, who has a crush. Letter from Lucy Westenra to Mina Murray. Wednesday. My dearest Mina, I must say you taxed me very unfairly with being a bad correspondent. I wrote to you twice since we parted, and your last letter was only your second. Besides, I have nothing to tell you. There is really nothing to interest you. Town is very pleasant just now, and we go a good deal to picture galleries and for walks and rides in the park. As to the tall, curly-haired man, I suppose it was the one who was with me at the last pop. Do I have an annotated Dracula that I can look in? I have a copy of Dracula. I don't know if it's annotated, though. Alright. Someone has evidently been telling tales. That was Mr. Holmwood. He often comes to see us, and he and Mama get on very well together. They have so many things to talk about in common. We met some time ago a man that would just do for you if you were not already engaged to Jonathan. He is an excellent parti, being handsome, well off, and of good birth. He is a doctor and really clever. Just fancy. He is only 9 and 20. Old English! Why? It's probably Middle English. Whatever. I don't care. He is only 9 and 20, and he has an immense lunatic asylum. And he has an immense lunatic asylum all under his own care. Mr. Holmwood introduced him to me, and he called us here to see us. And often comes now. I think he is one of the most resolute men I ever saw, and yet the most calm. He seems absolutely imperturbable. Imperturbable. Sounds a lot like someone who's gonna get perturbed in the course of this book, eh? Okay. I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have over his patients. He has a curious habit of looking one straight in the face, as if trying to read one's thoughts. He tries this on very much with me. What? He tries this on very much with me, but I flatter myself but I flatter myself he has got a tough nut to crack. I know that from my glass. Oh, do you know that from your glass? Do you ever try to read your own face? I do. And I can tell you it's not a bad study, and gives you more trouble than you can well fancy if you've never tried it. He says that I afford him a curious psychological study, and I humbly think I do. I do not, as you know, take sufficient interest in dress to be able to describe the new fashions. Dress is a bore. That is slang again, but never mind. Arthur says that every day. Arthur Holmwood is a doctor? No, Arthur Holmwood is just a guy. No, Arthur Holmwood is the doctor. Okay, Arthur Holmwood is the doctor. Oh no, where were we? Arthur says that every day. There, it is all out. Mina, we have told all our secrets to each other since we were children. We have slept together and eaten together and laughed and cried together. And now, though I have spoken, I would like to speak more. Oh, Mina, couldn't you guess? I love him. I'm blushing as I write, for although I think he loves me, he has not told me so in words. But oh, Mina, I love him, I love him, I love him. There, that does me good. I wish I were with you, dear, sitting by the fire, undressing as we used to sit, and I would try to tell you what I feel. I do not know how I am writing this even to you. I'm afraid to stop, or I shall tear up my letter. People were saying that this was very sapphic, and I was like, is it really? And wow, holy shit, Lucy. Lucy! Okay. And I don't want to stop, for I do so want to tell you all. Let me hear from you at once, and tell me all that you think about it, Mina. All you think about it. Mina, I must stop. Good night. Bless me in your prayers, and Mina, pray for my happiness. Lucy. P.S. I need not tell you this. This is a secret. Good night again. Oh. Okay, so... the tall, curly-haired man is Mr. Holmwood. We met some time ago. A different man. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna Google Dracula, Arthur. Lucy's, okay. And then Dracula, Doctor. Dr. Dracula? No, just the John Seward. Thank you. That's his name. Alright, well, we finished that. Let's swap over to Genshin gameplay. Let's pull up the Genshin!